students, welcome back to English class. How are you all? Hope you are all doing good. We had already started a chapter from our literature textbook, The Pig's Eye in the Pod. What is the title of the chapter? The Pig's Eye in the Pod. Today we shall continue with the same chapter after recalling what we had studied in the last class. Let's have a quick revision of what we have studied. In the last class we have seen there was a little pig's eye called Whistle. Whistle lived with his father and mother. He had no friends, so he felt lonely, and he approached his mother and asked whether he could make friends with field mice. What is this field mice? It's a plural form of field mouse. He asked whether he could make friends with field mice. Then mother said, "No, you can't make friends with field mice because once you went and visited a mouse nest and you got trapped underground, and I had to pay 3 moles to get you out of the underground. So you are not going to be friends with field mice." Again he asked whether he could make friends with hedgehog. Then mother said, "No, you can't be friends with hedgehog because the prickles would tear your clothes into pieces." He was sad and he ran off to the pond. There he watched the beautiful dragonflies flying above his head. He liked watching dragonflies. By the time he saw a merry head walking out of the pond, it was another pig's eye called Splash. He asked, "Who are you?" Then Splash said, "I am Splash, the water pig's eye." They were excited to meet each other and they became good friends and they had a good talk each other. Whistle said, "Splash, I am going to teach you to whistle." Then Splash said, "I am going to teach you to sing." And they became good friends. In fact, Whistle taught Splash to whistle. And they parted for their lunch and they had their lunch. After the lunch, Whistle asked his mother whether he could make friends with Splash, the water pig's eye. Mother said, "No, I am not going to allow you to be friends with Splash because you will get muddy and wet." He was sad and he was sitting alone in the courtyard. His father called him to him and said, "Child, what about going for a sail?" He was surprised and excited and said, "Yes, of course, we shall go for the sail." And the same afternoon they went for the sail. Before going to the pond, he invited his mother also to join with them. And 3 of them together went for the sail. And they got into the boat and it was a windy day. Windy day means there was a heavy wind blowing from all the sides. In the beginning, father was directing the boat, but after some time, father could not control the boat. The wind took care of its direction and the wind moved the boat into the center of the pond. Since the wind took care of its control, the boat's control, father could not guide the boat. And eventually, Whistle got lost his balance and he was thrown off the boat into the water. There he struggled for his life. He was about to die drowning in the water. By the time there was a suspense and a happy news, the merry head popped again out of the water. It was none other than Splash. Splash swam towards the another pig's eye, Whistle, and took hold of him, and they both of them moved towards the port. His father pulled both pig's eyes into boat, and he saved his life. Both of them very happy. Mother was excited because she got back her child and said, "You are the bravest pig's eye I have ever seen in my life." And they both pig's eyes became good friends, and the pig's eye Whistle got new friend and they started playing together and they enjoyed their life. And mother said, "You are the good friend of my child," and appreciated both of them, and they were very happy. So children, hope you understood the story well. Read through the chapter several times and understand the story well. Clear? Okay then, take care. Bye bye. See you in the next class.